Welcome to my video lecture based on electric circuit theory, paper code PCEE 301. Today's topic is basically low pass filter, and afterwards I will discuss about high pass filter design also. In my last lecture I have started with the filter introduction to filter circuits, and there I have discussed about various filters and how it works, and what is the nature basically those filter, and what is active filter, passive filter. Those things I have discussed in my last lecture. So today we will start with low pass filter design and high pass filter, and later on the design of high pass filter also. Myself Purman Banerjee, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department, Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sur Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. Previously, this institute is known as Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sur Degree Engineering College, and this institute is under JIS Group. So let us begin with our topic, that is low pass filter design. So how we can design a filter? Definitely there will be some procedure. By using those procedures, we can design a filter. So here our filter is low pass. That means all the low frequency signal we will pass, and beyond the cutoff frequency all the signals will be attenuated or rejected. So let us start with the design. A low pass active filter can be designed by implementing the following steps. First one, a value of cutoff frequency omega c or fc is chosen. Secondly, a value of capacitance is selected. Usually the value of capacitance is in between 0.001 and 0.1 microfarad. Bilayer or tantalum capacitors are recommended for better performance. Thirdly, the value of resistance is calculated from the relationship, that is R equals to 1 by omega c. Basically here this R is Xc, 1 by omega c, and putting the values of C and taken cutoff frequency Fc, we can easily calculate the value of the resistor R. Finally, the value of R1 and Rf are selected depending on the desired passband gain by using the relation AF equals to 1 plus Rf by R1. Okay. So these 4 steps are generally taken for designing a filter. That means some specification is given and we have to design the filter. Then we have to choose a capacitor and we have to choose a cutoff frequency value. Then from there we have to take the value of the resistor, and finally the value of R1 and Rf are selected depending on the desired pass band gain using the relation, that is 1 plus Rf by R1. So that is the 4 facts we have to consider during the filter design of low pass filter. Now frequency scaling. What is frequency scaling? Once a filter is designed, there may be a need to change its cutoff frequency, and the procedure used to convert an original cutoff frequency Fc to a new cutoff frequency Fc dash called frequency scaling. And it is accompanied as follows. To change a cutoff frequency, multiply R or C, but not both by ratio old cutoff frequency divided by the new cutoff frequency. That is known as the frequency scaling. Okay, I am again repeating these things. Once a filter is designed, there may be a need to change its cutoff frequency. Suppose we have taken some certain cutoff frequency, and after designing the filter we have seen that whatever required desired parameters are there, that is not satisfying with the cutoff frequency which we have chosen. So the procedure for convert the original cutoff frequency FC to a new cutoff frequency is called frequency scaling. That means we have to change the cutoff frequency now to getting the desired value. So we have to do the frequency scaling, and to change the cutoff frequency multiply R or C but not both by the ratio, and the ratio is old cutoff frequency divided by new cutoff frequency. Okay, that is frequency scaling. Now we will design a low pass filter. An example we have considered. Design a low pass active filter at a cutoff frequency of 1 kHz with a pass band gain of 2. Using the frequency scaling technique, convert this filter to a low pass filter of cutoff frequency 1.6 kHz. B. Plot the frequency response of this low pass active filter. Now let us consider our cutoff frequency is given, that is 1 kHz, with the pass band gain is also given, that is 2. Using the frequency scaling technique, the technique we have already discussed, convert the filter to a low pass filter of cutoff frequency 1.6. We have to convert this. Okay. So first the value of cutoff frequency is given, the gain also given, and let we consider the value of capacitor is C, that is 0.01 mu f. So putting all this value, we can calculate the value of R. Okay. Now the value of gain also known to us, that is 2. So putting the relation 1 plus Rf by R1, we are getting that Rf equals to R1, and from there we can get the value of Rf and R1 is 10 kilo ohm. Okay, now we have to plot the frequency response of this low pass filter. So now we will change the cutoff frequency from 1 kHz to 1.6 Hz. So we have to multiply it with 15.9 kilo ohm resistor by the frequency scaling, that is 1 by 1.6, that is 0.065. So our new resistor value is 15.9 into whatever scaling we have got, that is 0.625, we are getting 9.94 is the new resistor value. Previously our resistor value is 15.9, this one. And for getting new cutoff frequency, our scaled value is 0.065. So our new resistor value is 9.94. Now to plot the frequency response, the data are obtained from the equation, that is V0 by V input, that is F by root over 1 plus F by Fc whole square. These values we have to plot in a chart. So this is the frequency value, and whatever relation we have got, from there we can calculate the corresponding gains, and this is the corresponding gains in dB, and putting all these value we have got this response. Okay, and this is the circuit, all the values of circuit we have put it for low pass filter. This is the capacitor, we have considered this value, this 15.9 kilo ohm resistor value we have calculated, and this is the R1 resistance 10 kilo ohm we have got, and RF also 10 kilo ohm we got. This is the low pass filter whatever we have designed. Now we will come to high pass filter. High pass, that means all the frequencies below the cutoff frequency will be rejected and above the cutoff frequency will be accepted. That means high frequency will pass and low frequency will reject. That is high pass filter. Now we will see that high pass active filter, that means there will be a op amp. So the circuit is shown here. The filtering is done by shear network and the op-amp is connected as a unity gain follower. And the feedback register RF is included to minimize the DC offset. So here Vy is equals to V0 into R1 divided by R1 plus RF. So op-amp is connected with resistor R1 and RF, and this is the capacitor and resistor connected, and this is the design of active high pass filter of first order. Okay. So what is the difference? This circuit you have seen and series circuit. What is the difference? Only the difference is in the position of capacitor and resistor in this terminal. Remaining things are same. Here the capacitance is and resistor have shifted just their position. So it becomes high pass and low pass. Okay. Now voltage across the resistor R, that is Vx equals to R divided by R plus Xc into Vi, input voltage. That is equals to R divided by R plus 1 by j omega c. We have put the Xc value, and from calculating this we are getting j omega Rc divided by 1 plus j omega Rc into Vi. Since the op-amp gain is infinite, Vx equals to Vy, and V0 R1 equals to j omega Rc divided by 1 plus j omega Rc into Vi. So the ratio becomes V0 by Vi equals to F, the gain, that is j into F by Fc plus 1 by j into F by Fc, where F 1 plus Rf by R1, that is pass band gain of the filter, and F is the frequency of the input signal, and Fc is the 1 by 2 pi Rc. So the gain magnitude becomes, we have put these values of F by Fc's, and we are getting that F into omega Rc divided by root over 1 plus omega square R square C square, and the phase angle becomes 90 minus tan inverse F by Fc, that is 90 degree minus tan inverse omega Rc. So this is the phase angle we have calculated. The operation of high pass filter can be verified from the gain magnitude equation as follows. Here, at very low frequency where F lesser than Fc and V0 by V1 lesser than AF, at that condition we are getting the characteristics of high pass filter like this. Secondly, at F equals to Fc and V0 by Vy equals to AF by root over 2, that is 0.0707 AF, that is equals to minus 3 dB, and phi equals to 45 degree. And when F is very greater than Fc, then F, the gain V0 by Vf equals to AF. So these are the things we have got from the operation of the high pass filter. So this is the practical characteristics of high pass filter, where the frequency are lowering stepwise. Now again we will design the high pass filter similar like low pass filter. So definitely there will be again 4 steps like low pass filter, and the same procedure we will follow, and we will design the high pass filter. But here will be, so first step is a value of cutoff frequency is chosen. Secondly, a value of capacitor C, definitely this value will be 0.0012, 0.1 microfarad will be selected. Thirdly, the value of resistance R is calculated using this relation. So R will be 1 by omega C, and definitely it will be 1 by 2 pi Fc. And fourthly, finally the values of R1 and RF are selected depending on the desired passband gain, and using the relation AF equals to 1 plus RF by R1. So in that way we can design the high pass filter. So let us consider problem with respect to high pass filter. Design a high pass active filter of cutoff frequency 1 kHz with a pass band gain of 2. Then plot a frequency response of the filter. So here the frequency, cutoff frequency is given, that is 1 kHz, and the gain, pass band gain is 2, that is given. Let us consider the value of capacitor C is equals to 0.01 microfarad. So the value of R will be 1 by 2 pi Fc. So putting the values of Fc and C, we have got that the value of resistor is 15.9 kilo ohm. So now you will calculate the value of R1 and RF, putting the relationship of AF equals to 2. So the equation became 2 equals to 1 plus RF by R1. So RF equals to R1, that is 10 kilo ohm. Now we will put all these values in the high pass filter circuit using op-amp, and all the values we have put it, and this is the design of high pass filter, high pass active filter. Now all the data for frequency response plot can be obtained by substituting the input frequency F values will be from 100 to 100 kilohertz in the equation. So we have put all these values, and using this relation we have calculated the gain and then converted the gain in dB, and now we will put all these values in the graph, and we are getting the relationship of high pass filter in these graphical characteristics. So that is for high pass filter and low pass filter design. Both filter designing procedure we have learned, and how the filters can be designed and what are the steps can be followed, that thing we have seen. And high pass filter and low pass filter, they are just very similar in nature. Only the position of R and C changing will change the filter behavior. When it is low pass, the capacitor is some position, and when it is in high pass, the capacitor just shifted the position in R. That means R and C position are shifting, and the filter is behaving like low pass or high pass, and the natures of these characteristics are changing with it. So this total lecture I have taken from the book of Abhijit Chakraborty, Circuit Theory, and filter is very important chapter, and it is used mainly for communication purpose. In my last lecture I have given an example, that radio signals, FM radio, and not only that, any kind of electronics devices, there will be definitely the action of filtering is there. If there is no filtering, that means we cannot attenuate the bad signals. All the signals will be present and it will create a chaos. So definitely we have to remove the unwanted signals, and by using the filtering procedure. So here we have learned about low pass filter and high pass filter. As per our requirement, we can design the both filters. So up to that is for today's lecture. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening my lecture. In my next lecture I will continue with band pass filter and then band reject filter, and we will complete our filter module and based on the markout curriculum. So here I am finishing my lecture of today's, that is low pass and high pass filter designing. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening my lecture.